In this week's court report, Heather Longberry and Terry Allen, the Pahrump couple, arrested on an open murder charge and an initial laundry list of other related charges for the death of an area teen girl who is the daughter of one of the suspects, now have their cases bound over to district court after both make guilty plea agreements. During the defendant's last proceeding in justice court, a pretrial hearing, Longberry's public defender, attorney Daniel Martinez, briefed the record as to the negotiations. Longberry unconditionally waived her right to a preliminary hearing. At the district court level, Longberry will be entering a guilty plea to the following charges: child abuse, neglect, endangerment resulting in substantial bodily harm, a category B felony, and amended child abuse or endangerment charges, gross misdemeanors. The state will forego prosecution of Longberry's remaining counts and retain the right to argue at sentencing. The prosecution concurred. Likewise, during Terry Allen's pretrial hearing that same day, Allen's public defender, attorney Carl Jogger, further advised that Allen also signed an unconditional waiver of preliminary hearing. The prosecutor briefed the record as to the negotiations at the district court level. The defendant will be entering a guilty plea to the following charges: one count of allowing a child to be present where a controlled substance was being administered, a category B felony punishable between 3 to 15 years, and a $10,000 fine. One count of a category E felony punishable between 1 to 4 years and a $5,000 fine, and one count of a category D felony punishable between 1 to 4 years and another $5,000 fine. The state will not seek any habitual criminal enhancements at the time of sentencing. Otherwise, both defendants and both sides are retaining the right to argue about any legal sentence. In exchange, the state will forego prosecution of any additional counts arising from this case. The court found that both Longberry and Allen agreed to understanding and acceptance of the negotiations and knowingly and voluntarily waived their rights to a preliminary hearing. They were bound over to appear in district court. Then both defendants were remanded back to the custody of the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Both Longberry and Allen previously admitted to drug use during investigation into the teen girl's death. Autopsy results reveal that the minor's body had a large amount of meth in her gastric fluid and that the girl's cause of death was methamphetamine intoxication. Police say following arrest, Longberry, the victim's mother, testified and tested presumptive positive for methamphetamine, benzos, and cocaine. And Allen, Longberry's boyfriend, tested presumptive positive for methamphetamine, benzos, and THC. Police also say during their investigation they found the residence where the couple, the victim, and her 3 young siblings lived in squalor. Proceedings will resume this Thursday morning for the local pair of teen brothers who admitted to gruesomely stabbing and killing their mother at their home. In a brief recap of the first 2 days of Dakota Saldivar and Michael Wilson's preliminary hearing, which began Thursday afternoon and resumed Friday morning in Justice Court, testimony began with an emotional stirring from both suspects' grandmother, Donna Liebig, who is the elderly mother of the deceased victim, Dawn Liebig. The elderly mother cried as she pointed out both defendants in court Thursday. Then Liebig testified that she did ask Dakota and Michael about her daughter Dawn's whereabouts after the victim was initially reported missing. Throughout both days in court, Judge Kent Jasperson heard various NCSO officers connected to this case testify regarding body cam footage and what they uncovered during the initial welfare checks and the subsequent murder investigation. Police say during their arrest, Saldivar and Wilson admitted to killing their mother and burying her in the desert. Even officer testimony about a large knife, chunks of hair, and other items found buried in the desert to try to conceal this reported crime. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.